now, speaking of new albums or upcoming albums, let's get to Miss Charlene, aka Charlie XCX. So she recently did an interview with Rolling Stone where she addressed her comments about the dance floor is dead and the overall backlash that she received from that little comment that she ended up making, which of course is eventually sparked Madonna having to jump in the conversation and throw a little shade at what she had to say. So a lot of people online haven't been riding with Charlie XCX's pivot away from breakout album Brat, with the backlash pertaining in particular to her recent lyrical declaration that dance music is dead. And in a new interview, the pop star had basically was candid about how it's affecting her mentally. So she insisted she doesn't believe dance music is dying, despite sparking debate with the opening line of rock music. The singer raised eyebrows when she declared, I think the dance floor is dead, so now we're making rock music, prompting some fans and seemingly Madonna to react. Now, the Queen of Pop appeared to offer a cheeky rebuttal last month, posting on Instagram, if your dance floor feels dead, maybe you're playing the wrong music. So now it comes after, it comes as she gears to release her dance driven album Confessions 2 on July 3rd, a sequel to 2005's Confessions on a Dance Floor. Now, in her new Rolling Stone cover story, I think it's Rolling Stone UK, Charlie has explained that the lyric was never intended as a criticism of dance music itself. She said that lyric is very much about my relationship with Brat and my personal experience with that album. Far from suggesting club culture is on its last legs, the singer argued that electronic music is thriving, which is pretty much what I said. But she said, my husband runs a dance music label. There's been such a wealth of incredible dance, electronic adjacent records that have been coming out recently, whether it's Slater or Underscores or Pink Panther. Okay, you get points for mentioning Underscores, number one, because I am obsessed with Underscore's new album, which is titled You, if y'all have not heard it. And I noticed that a lot of the who was it? I think Billboard or somebody put out, oh no, I can't remember who it was, but they put out best albums of 2026 so far, and Underscores is on there. So I'm sure it's going to be on a lot of people's list once we round up the year, including mine. Now, dance music is in an incredible place, she added. The comments come after rock music and the lead single from Charlie's forthcoming album, Music, Fashion, Film, caused a stir online thanks to its guitar-heavy sound and provocative opening line. Some fans even question whether the singer was abandoning the dance pop style that made Brat such a cultural phenomenon. But Charlie also used the interview to shut down claims that she is making a conventional rock album. Because obviously, I know that there's been a lot of conversation around me making a rock album, which is something that I never said. I never thought about genre in a binary way, which is what I said. I said, Charlie is not releasing a record of just, like, she's not going to go full rock. She's gonna change up, like she'll probably stick with the whole hyper pop genre, that the foundation of what she does is just you're getting different elements of a different genre of music, be it rock music, more rock guitars, that sort of thing. But the foundation will always be what it is. It's just I'm experimenting. And you would think, like with pop music, people need to realize that pop allows you to experiment with different sounds. Whereas if you're just specifically in one genre, like a rock artist or whatever the case is, a lot of people don't get the ability to, or afforded the ability to want to stretch and try different things. Pop music allows you to do that. So I just think people just need to wait and see and hear the full album to come to their own conclusion. But yeah, I mean, if you want Brat, then go back to Brat. And the little, what was it? Didn't she do like a remix, whatever? Where she added more songs on deluxe edition. Like, just go back to that era if that's what you want. But I don't get people who just want artists to just make the same album over and over and over again. As an artist, you would want to experiment. But she also candidly spoke about being deemed a bitch by the public, adding that after she does interviews, you never know how it's going to turn out in text. This is probably going to be my last long form interview with a journalist for a minute, said Charlie. The singer has been open about her struggles with anxiety, recently portraying the mental toll of the music industry in her 2026 mockumentary, The Moment. Well, maybe you know what she needs to. I think instead of just like doing it well, maybe you should probably try to do it in both. But you know, like some people do it in print, but also um do a audio, like a version where people get to see you do the interview. Like Rolling Stone, there's a recent interview of Charli doing this interview. Like, I don't know if it's the same interview, it might be, but she's doing an interview from a cemetery. I don't know if y'all saw that, but it's all over social media. I mean, it's on YouTube basically, because I watched the interview yesterday. So if that's what she wants to do, then I say, like, go with that. Like, try to do both, because people are always going to take what you say out of context. And don't get me wrong, I was one of them that actually thought that you was out here trying to throw shade at um dance music, because I'm like, oh, so because Brat made you famous, you finally got the fame that you wanted because of Brat. Now you kind of like trying to piss on what you created. And I guess that's probably like, when certain artists is like, you know what, I'm not that person anymore. I'm killing that era. And now I moved into a new era. So maybe that's in the way of what we have. And unfortunately, sometimes as artists, I feel like sometimes you got to explain your art to people, because a lot of people aren't going to get it, or people are going to take some things that you say out of context. But who has time to be sitting around always trying to explain themselves away to people that's always going to find fault in any little thing that you say and do? So now, speaking to Rolling Stone UK, she also outlined the toll of being interviewed by journalists has taken on her, admitting that some published articles have affected her physically. Charli says she believes in the benefits of therapy and admitted she needs to go more often. For now, she finds comfort in the company of her husband, 1975 drummer George Daniel. Well, look, dick and being in a relationship can't cure everything. Sometimes you do need to go to a therapist and just get out the things that are affecting you. Or, some artists use music as their therapy, or being a musician as their therapist, which is they just exercise their demons by writing all the stuff down and getting it out that way, instead of just relying solely on whatever it is that it is. But it's like, hopefully she gets the help that she needs. But I know it's not easy to be out here trying to navigate through a world where everybody's going to have an opinion of you, because artists, they sensitive about their shit, in the words of Erykah Badu. So, shout out to Charli. I'm not. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence on this album so far, because I haven't really been feeling the singles like that. I'll listen to the full album, because I'm sure, like, when people try to drop singles, the singles like, they're all right. But then when you listen to the album in its cohesive form, it takes on a different vibe, and then the way that you come at it is completely different than when you take individual songs on the record and release them as singles. But when you listen to the record in a cohesive way, it kind of changes your perspective. So I'm just looking forward to the album when it comes out next month. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding what Charli XCX had to say about her "Dance Floor is Dead" lyric, and how a lot of times when she does interviews and people read things in print? Because I've always said this, even when it comes to when you tweet something, people can't read stuff in your voice or understand where you're coming from in the tone of which you write things. I'm somebody who has been able to, like, I could write something, and I've had people say, why don't I just read that in your voice? So I have a knack for, I could write something down and people totally get the context of what I'm saying. I ain't saying I always hit the ball out of the park, but for the most part, there is a skill that comes with that. And some people just write what they say, move on, and people will just take the stuff that they say out of context. So shout out to you, Charli. I definitely want to hear from y'all regarding this story. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.